Hi, it's your friend Brain. Before we start today's episode of Deck the Hallmark, this When Calls the Heart episode, wanted to remind you that if you're watching this on Philo, thank you for doing so. Would you do us a favor and just tell everybody that you know that you're watching it on Philo? That'd be fantastic. Tell them how amazing Philo is and that you can watch Deck the Hallmark on it. They won't be disappointed. And if you are not watching us on Philo, if you're listening to the podcast right now, hello. Good day. Would you consider giving Philo a shot? Philo.tv/DTH. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Plus, you can watch this episode of Deck the Hallmark covering When Calls the Hearts right now. So head to Philo.tv/DTH. Without further ado, let's get to some When Calls the Heart. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love When Calls the Heart.
Hi, I'm Jax, and I like When Calls the Heart.
I'm Dan, and I despise When Calls the Heart, and this is the
Deck the Hallmark Podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hello, everybody. How are we?
Man, I feel great. How about you guys?
Could I say I feel like $1 trillion?
$1 trillion. Wow. What about you, Jax?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good. Got in on time today
Yeah.
from that long flight from New York
I
City.
did. I
And
slept
I'm
on the plane.
feeling fine, good.
Good.
Dun-dun.
Bow.
Dun-dun.
When Calls the Heart? Season 9. We're almost done.
Well, but guys, we're
Man,
firing all cylinders.
It's like we've spent the last 96 hours together.
Oh,
You
my
guys remember
gosh.
Bramblefest? I know it was a long time ago because we're in April now.
Dearly, yeah.
It eerily feels like it's right around the corner.
Yeah, it really does. Well, time is a moving target. as
Time
they
is
say.
a moving target. That's true. That's true.
I want to say, Jax, we're heading into the final weekend of March. It's March 30th, so it's almost
In like a line, out
It's
like a
still
lamb.
not April, huh?
You have
Time is a moving target.
Jax still has a perfect bracket.
This is all
Possibly
that's left is the
No,
final
but you
four.
know, I almost slipped up though.
Oh no.
That
Cold
UNC
what?
game.
Iona?
Oh no, no, I was fine in the Colgate.
You're fine with Colgate.
Yeah,
What
but
about
the,
Iona?
Oh wait, did I screw that one up?
No, you're
No.
perfect.
No, you're perfect.
Are you sure I'm
You
perfect?
could
'Cause now I'm
potentially
second-guessing it.
win like $1 million or something like that.
Wait, seriously? Is that how big the pot is?
It's-
I've never done it
No,
before, so I guess
Warren
it's
Buffett
beginner's
has
luck.
Buffett.
offered $1 billion.
No
to
one's
anyone
done
to
it
get a
before,
perfect
and
bracket.
this could be it for you.
I know, but I still have a few more games to go. We're in the final four now.
Yeah,
I think so.
Final four. Yeah, and you had all four right.
I did.
It's
I wish I could
unbelievable.
name them.
Yeah,
but
yeah, we couldn't.
been-
No.
In case someone's listening to this later
Yeah.
and has a
I
time
don't want to
machine.
spoil it for them.
and wants to-
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why you can't, but you can't.
No.
Can't.
But I'm really excited.
Yeah. You know what I'm excited about? Only 2 more episodes, and then we are
Wow.
officially caught up.
Officially caught
This
up.
has been a journey. We started this,
Boy.
Dan, back in January of
2021.
Yeah?
No, yes, 2021. January of 2021. Final answer. Because January 2020, we weren't even in the studio yet. It was definitely January of 2021.
And
And
you
it's
embarked on it
it's
thinking
March
you would.
30th of April. It's March 30th of April.
Of
We got
2023.
2 left, is what you said. It's March 30th of 2023, and we're about to do it.
What an unbelievable journey.
Man, what a journey indeed.
I'm really proud of you guys for doing the whole
I'm
thing.
proud of all of us,
Yeah.
and we should probably save all of this for the next.
Yeah,
episode.
that's true. And get
But-
Panda in.
Yeah, of course.
the last
Panda-
one.
Do you think Panda will come by for the last episode?
I think he might. Yeah.
He binged the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he's done with it. He's been done with it for months.
And he's
months,
ready for
yeah.
season 10.
He couldn't
Yeah.
wait. He couldn't wait week to week.
Chomping at the bit.
Guys, do you want to just dive in?
I would
Yeah.
love to dive in, Bran. Yeah, that sounds great.
I'm diving in,
I'm going deep.
hand over my head,
Head
when
I
calls the
wanna
heart. When calls the heart, season 9, episode 11. It's called. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint, Dan. Stop. Give you a hint. A classic Greenville downtown restaurant.
Stacks Omega.
Oh, what about, is it Hall's Chop House?
Ooh, close.
Ooh,
Give me
My
one.
favorite.
Sobeys on the side.
It does start with an S.
Soldier boy, tell him.
Down closer to the West End.
The
The West End, not West End. Point Set.
Smokey and the Bandits.
Smoke on the Water.
Smoke on the Water. Oh, yeah. That is a classic.
Smoky Bandit, though. Very close. Gonna go with Smoke on the Water, though. Great happy hour. Smoke on the Water. Shout
Smoke
out.
on the Water happy hour is ridiculous.
It really
It's
is.
a barbecue place. The barbecue's fine.
It's whatever.
the happy hour, though.
You go for the happy hour.
It's unbelievable. Half price, top shelf well drinks.
Yeah.
I don't let Ted take me there.
Is Ted still taking you to the chop house?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you tried everything on the menu?
I've tried everything. I love that cream corn. So good.
So good. May 15th, 2022, and it went a little something like this. Elizabeth is sad that Lucas is having a tough time with everything that's going on. He's all mopey. What am I going to do next? Rosemary is holding fast with not changing anything in her life until she knows for sure that she's pregnant. Florence is walking around, sees flyers around town asking for minors. Not asking for people to work the mines.
Not children.
Not children.
Well, guys, these are the mines, so they might want minors.
Minors. Is this a
We've
double
done this
decker
bit.
of the week?
Yeah.
And
Darn it, I'm
on
sorry I
this
stole
show.
it from you.
Yeah. It feels like if it was years ago.
she
I'm
is
tired.
not happy about this, starts ripping them down. She's crying. She yells at Lucas, "You could have stopped this!" Nathan stops by and hears a commotion in the back. He says, "May, is that you?" It's not. She's still gone. It's just Faye's getting cough syrup for Bill.
Oh,
But May. Elizabeth says, "Lucas, you should go on a horseback ride. Clear your head. Maybe that'll help you feel better." Ned is going to take the day off to help Florence cheer up because she's having a tough time out there with all the miners. Again, working the mine. She's fine with kids. Smith talks to Gowan about how Fiona isn't ready to run the oil company. He wants to bring someone in. Elizabeth talks to Rosemary about how she's sad that Lucas still hasn't given her birthday present. You know, with everything that's been going on. What about the ring box that I saw? She's worried that Lucas has changed her mind about her.
Worried that Lucas has changed her mind
Had changed
about her.
his mind.
That's a lot there, Bran. Lucas has somehow managed to change Elizabeth's mind.
Hey, stranger things have happened. I've had existential crises about
Crises. Man, these crises
We
are...
love you, Dan. Dan, do we drive you nuts?
No.
Sorry, Bran.
You're not in a mood to play around today, are you, Bran?
But today, I worked hard on the synopsis, and you guys are acting like it's chopped liver.
It wasn't me. I was defending you, buddy, buckaroo.
To be fair, it is not good.
Hey,
I think it's great, Bran.
what's not good about my synopsis?
You just said her when you meant he or him.
And honestly, I think I was proud of you.
Nathan gets a checkup from Faith regarding the headaches that he's been having.
Don't you wish you were back on the bubbly sesh where you could give honest takes?
She's just looking into his eyes like a doe in hunting season. She recommends Nathan slow down, try to relax a little bit. Smith, Gowan, Fiona, Arthur, they listen to an expert on the mine say that it's good to go for reopening. Gowan is very upset about this. He said, I think you paid him off. How much you pay him to say that? And he yells and he drives off. Elizabeth and Rosemary have makeover time. Rosemary makes Elizabeth look exactly like her, dress and all. Lucas tells Elizabeth that riding the horse was good for him and made him miss traveling. Elizabeth is now very worried that he is leaving. He finally gives her the birthday gift, pulls out that ring box. She opens it up, and it is a pair of earrings in a ring box. She is disappointed, but he confesses his love, so what can you do? Arthur visits Lee alone at his office with an offer. Hearst. You've heard of Hearst?
Ooh.
I didn't know that Arthur worked for Hearst.
It's a both and.
It's a because
He works
I thought
for the
the mining
oil buying.
Does he
people.
like own Hearst?
I guess it's just
Is
like
that why
everyone
he-
else with
is he an
It was
multiple
almost
investor?
like the guy that was supposed to play the Hearst representative didn't show up to work
Yeah.
that day. This is one of my wait what. Just keep going.
Arthur visits Lee and is like, hey, we like what you're doing with your opinion pieces. We want to hire you, but only you. If you decide that you want to bring your wife, the offer's off. If you even bring up your wife, the offer's off. It's only you. You can work anywhere. Chicago, New York, LA, doesn't matter, but I'm leaving tomorrow, and I need your answer. Gowan apparently had some dynamite left over from his last explosion, goes over the mines, blows the whole thing up. The town starts shaking, and they're all like, I think it's just thunder. He meets with Lucas, Bill, and Fiona, and they're like, thanks for doing that. That was pretty neat what you did there. But also probably lay low. Smith's going to be mad about this. Smith and Arthur head out of town. Smith back to what he does. Arthur also, maybe Hearst, maybe not. What is today? He says that he's upset that Gowan isn't the same Gowan that he thought he was, and that Fiona should expect to hear from him soon about her replacement. And Elizabeth stops by Lucas's office and finds that he's gone. Gustav passes a letter, and she doesn't even open it. She knows he's run away forever. He's never coming back. And that was When Calls the Heart, Season 9, Episode 11, Smoke on the Water, Happy Hour. We did, everybody. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Deck the Hallmark.
Now, Brand, I could be wrong because I've not seen episode 12 yet, but I'm pretty sure she mentioned she doesn't open the letter because she knows what it says in episode 12, not 11.
Yeah, I know, but we see her not
We
open
see
the letter.
her get the letter, and
Yeah.
then it's over.
Yeah, I'm just saying she doesn't.
Yeah,
open
she
it.
doesn't open it. Yes, okay.
You don't need to correct me. I know what I'm doing here. I got it written down. I worked hard on this.
Okay.
Down to the letter.
Last finite detail.
Down to the pronouns and everything. Got
Yeah, you
got
got it
everything
all
down.
right.
Got it all right. Let's talk about this episode. Let's start with a hot take, and I'll start with you, Jax.
Fran, you know what's calling my heart?
What's that?
That you work really hard in the synopsis.
Oh, good Lord.
Thank you.
And I love
Oh,
you.
my gosh.
You're welcome.
That was the wind calls the heart of compliments.
I can't argue with that. So yes,
Not a banger.
this is okay. This is the penultimate episode.
Penultimate
I
episode.
love throwing that word around
Yeah, you do.
when it's applicable, and it is in this case. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, Arthur asked Fiona to dinner. I'm into what could be for that romance. The earring gambit, that's fun. I had a couple of things like that when I thought I might be getting engaged that were just, near misses.
Who has it?
Yeah.
With your current fiancé?
With my current. Well, it's April, so, right, what month are we in?
Yeah, April, it's
Yeah,
March
so-
30th, Jax. For the last time it's not April.
I'm gonna go with we're not married yet. No, so yes, my
Current
fiance
Yes.
that did.
You're getting married
happen.
soon, though.
We don't actually have it on the books yet, but I'm sure I have to check
Come
with
on, you got
Ted.
engaged well over a year ago now, right?
This is something I'm also discussing in therapy. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm just bad at planning. But anyway, I did have a few.
Well, it's hard to get a date on when you're like going back and forth, having dinner with Ted, all this stuff. Like it's
I think
tough
that
to-
having dinner with Ted is really
That's
what's
probably-
complicating.
So
enough.
you had a few
Being
you
honest.
thought he was going to propose, and he
Oh yeah, there were several times, and then I
you
also
got one quick one.
Well, my mom, one thing that happened that I did find that I pretended not to find, the whole earring thing, was that my mom gave him a ring, a stone that he used in the ring that I have, and I found it. And it was just like laying out there for all to see. And then I like put it away. And then he didn't know that I put it away. So yeah, so I found it in his like backpack. Not that I was snooping.
and then he didn't ask anytime soon.
He didn't ask anything. Don't ask, don't tell. That's kind of our policy with Ted and
Proposals.
other things and proposals.
That's
Ted
right.
and proposals. That's our standard.
Yep.
This episode. I mean, I think that this stuff, the passion with everything going on with the mine. I like that Florence is all fired up. Seeing Lucas go camping is kind of fun. So yeah, I'm down. I'm down to clown, as you would say.
Yeah.
We've
Thank
been
you.
doing this for too long.
Thank you. First of all, I gotta say, I thought my years of seeing Gowan with Dynamite were over, and I'm happy that it's not. I'm happy that he was able to, as he says, get his hands on as much dynamite as possible to blow that mine down. I'm here for that. I love a good mine explosion. So that I'm a big fan of that. Gowan's performance in this episode continues to be better than we deserve.
Yeah,
better than we deserve.
Yes.
In every aspect. I love that guy. Yeah, I don't like this Lucas. I don't like mopey Lucas. Like, just get over it. But we'll see. Like, I understand you got a lot going on right now, but like,
I really wanted you to sing like an emo song from our childhood, because that's what I feel like.
Vindicated. I am selfish. I am wrong. I am right. I swear I'm right.
We've already gone to the dashboard well, but it's nice to be back. It's that dashboard.
Yeah, that's Dashboard from the Spider-Man soundtrack. Spider-Man 2, I believe.
That was the second one I wanted you to sing. I really wanted you to do Hands Down, but we can.
Hands down, this is the best thing I had.
Thank you.
God, he's the worst, that guy.
Chris Cornwall.
Yeah, you got him.
I like this episode. Dan?
Yeah, it feels like they're just trying to wait out one more episode for them to do all the things. Now, Gowan does blow up the mine. That is big, I guess. Rosemary's still not telling Lee what's going on. The Lucas and Elizabeth thing feels like it's spinning its wheels for one episode. After, like, Gowan being back last week, yeah, I didn't have much for this episode. It was not great. But, I mean, at least stuff's happening, I guess. I'm just kind of defeated by the whole season. So, like, I'm just holding on.
What I'm concerned about is the fact that you just said stuff's happening, I guess, because even I don't think anything's really happening.
Well, Gowan blew up the mine.
That did, there was an event.
Yes.
But, yeah.
To the mines.
In comparison to the first 8 episodes of this season, stuff is happening. It still has been a nothing burger of a season. I mean, it's not like they're going to, like, I don't know, set the saloon on fire in the finale.
No, that would be nuts.
That'd be crazy.
Oh my goodness.
That would be a lot
gracious.
like plot point and character development.
I'd be okay with it though.
Let's talk about a little thing I like to call feels, and if we had all of them or not. Jax, any feels for you in this episode?
I did have a feel. I just got tickled pink when Rosemary says, to make a flower bloom, you need to take the time to groom. And then when we see our lovely ladies in red. That was another cue for you guys to sing, but too many bits this episode.
I'm just
What
amazed at
lovely
what's
lady.
happening
What
here.
was I supposed to sing, Jax?
Lady in red.
Oh, wow. I don't know that song.
Okay.
I literally don't even know the
Ladies in
song.
red.
Ladies in red.
But I think that the ladies look beautiful. I like that they get ready together. That's something I love to do with my girlfriend.
Can I tell you what I think happened over the last 8 months? Jax, before she started this, she listened to every episode and she decided there were like 15 things she knew culturally we didn't know. And she was going to work all 15 in. That and act like we were supposed to hit the cues. That's what I think happened. And she's like, I'm going to save them all for the last 3 episodes. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. I'm going to fit them all in. Just wait until I'm referencing restoration comedy in the next one.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that scene didn't necessarily do anything for me, but I'm happy that it worked for you. Let's see. Feels. You guys probably just Gowan in general. Gowan, when he busted through those doors.
That was not this episode.
When Gowan makes that thing explode.
That
Oh,
was.
my gosh.
You tired, Brain?
I love a good explosion. You guys know that about me. I've put it on the record multiple times. I love fireworks. I love making things explode. In another life, I am a pyro. So,
A pyro.
yeah. Big fan of this one, of him doing that.
Yeah, the thing about drawing out the engagement between Lucas and Elizabeth.
All right, we're going to be
I
right
have
back
no
here
clue.
on Deck the Hallmark. You can say that for later.
Yeah. It's not going to make the cut.
Thanks,
I mean,
Mac.
I appreciate you coming and being here, but there's no way that makes the air.
Thanks, Mac.
So-
Oh, hey, we're back.
Oh, my
We're
goodness.
talking about What Calls the Heart, Season 9, Episode 11. Seventh Heaven. Let's get to the way what's. Any way what's for you in this episode?
Yeah, I just want a little bit more information on the conflict with Minnie and Joseph and her father. I really like these two actors, and I just wish this storyline was a little bit more fleshed out because I'm left feeling like I missed a plot point.
Yeah, I wish that this storyline wasn't happening right now.
Okay,
It's a bad storyline.
I'm fine with the storyline. It just feels like with everything else that's going on, it's like,
They're in their own world.
what's happening? Like, how is this even like in this space? It's not.
Yeah.
So I don't
And
know.
unless I'm mistaken, and I could be mistaken, unlike Elizabeth, the letter that the letter that Lucas writes Elizabeth, Joseph never opens or never tells Minnie what
What's
the
in
letter
there.
from her dad said. Yeah. Never says it to her. Never says this is what it said.
I think you're right.
And I think one of my way was the letter looked like it was maybe a line and a half. It was just like a bunch of cuss words. Not good enough for my daughter. Beep. Like that's the whole letter. That's it. That's all we got.
Fair enough. I mean,
Go ahead. You got more?
no, that was it. That was it.
Yeah, I do too. I believe what you brought up last week, Dan, Fiona. I feel bad for her because
Yeah.
she's the reason why this deal's where it's at in the first place, which
For better or worse.
for better or worse, she is wheeling, she is dealing, and I don't like that. Now they're just like she can't run like why? What? That's just not cool. Don't like that. And I also don't know how Arthur is affiliated with Hearst. I am still because he.
Yep.
Is it just a coincidence that this guy who is investing in oil is also in Hope Valley, which also happens to be where Hearst found out that there was a guy writing op-eds that were crushing, and he's just like, "Oh, two birds with one stone,
Perfect.
This is great for me. I could do everything all right now here."
I swear the guy that was supposed to play the Hearst agent just didn't show up for his one day of filming. And they were just like, hey, can you do the Hearst guy too?
Yeah.
Won't they know? No. Nobody will care. Nobody will ask any questions. Just go do it.
I also like when Lee wrote his first article, Rosemary was like, "This isn't good. The spelling's all over the place. It's bold," is what she put in quotation marks. And now he's the one getting offers, which is crazy to me. So I don't know. I'm baffled by the whole Hearst situation. But shout out to Hearst. Well, I'm glad we're using the Hearst name as often as possible.
As often as we are.
Shout out to Hearst. They need more recognition.
Yeah, that was one of my big ones. The fact that Lee is working for Rosemary. She demeans his editorials on the regular. And then Hearst comes in and is like, "You're better at this than she is." I don't know,
That's 1919 for you, though.
Classic 1919. The guy who comes in and has one scene is Mr. McClory, who's supposed to check over the mines, and he's supposed to be Irish. That is
He has two scenes.
the whack-a-mole accent of the century. I mean, I looked up this guy. He only has one credit. It's this show. But that accent is, it's something.
Handsome fella, though.
Handsome fella, coughing into his kerchief constantly. And then where does Reverend Joseph get off putting half of the spices in a discard pile? What are you doing,
He
man?
said nope to paprika.
Like, he said nope to a lot of spices that seemingly would be necessary to make food in the 19 teens especially. He's like, hey, I know I don't cook at all, and I talk about how good your cooking is, but you see these spices? I've taken these half dozen spices, and you don't need them. I know for certain. Come on, Rev, be better. That's all I got.
Let's get to hopes and valleys. Anything giving you hope for the future or maybe bumming you out?
I'm hopeful that we are going to see some real movement in the finale, and there might be an engagement. There might be some fun announcements.
I don't know. After those earrings, there's no way.
After the hearings, you're not coming back from that.
No.
But I'm hopeful.
I'm hopeful. I don't know. I'm conflicted because like I see Nathan have all the sparks with May, and now May's gone. I guess he kind of has some sort of spark with Faith. I hope Nathan ends up with someone at the end of the season. That would make me happy. Yeah. I would like that. I'm hopeful.
Would you be okay if it was Faith though? Because I'm totally not.
It doesn't feel like a natural chemistry fit like the May
and all, but
relationship.
the only other weird thing, like at this point, I'm whatever about the whole thing. But like Carson called like last episode or two, like what's going on there? We don't really, I don't know what's going on there. So I don't know. I would like to see Nathan have some sort of, because clearly the guy just wants someone to kiss him. So
Yes, he deserves to catch a
I hope
break.
he gets a kiss at the end of the season.
My hope was it had been a few episodes since we'd seen Robert or Allie.
Yeah.
And that was maybe why the show was better. And I was hoping that was going to continue throughout the season. And my valley was they showed up on a tandem bicycle and ruined everything.
As they do, as tandem
Typically.
bicycles tend to be.
Yeah.
We did, everybody. Oh, my gosh. Only one more left.
Wow.
Wow.
Uno
wow, wow,
mas.
wow. Do we have a What's Called My Heart?
We certainly do, Brand.
Give it
You
to
can
me,
email
baby.
us. Email us, hello@deckthehallmark.com. Tell us what's calling your heart. This is from Aaron Beth Cermak.
Woo!
Aaron Beth Cermak. Dear Jax, Brand, Dan, Trace, and Rig. Hello, Aaron Beth. At least you talked to me this episode. I don't want to talk about it. Brand's got places to be, Mr. Big Shot.
I don't have
Mr.
places.
Big Britches, Big Shot.
You're
That's
right.
what you are. You're Big Britches, Big Shot. That's what you are. Am I not wrong?
No, you're right.
No, he totally is.
I am
Big
what I
britches,
am.
big shot.
I'm
Big britches,
I
big
am
shot.
Big Britches, Big Shot. Yes.
You walk around saying it every day you come in the studio. You kick the door open with your Skechers on.
I don't wear it.
With your air-cooled memory foam Skechers.
Okay. You're thinking of Panda?
Big deal, Big Shot,
I think
Big Britches is
I think
here.
you're thinking of Panda.
No.
You miss Panda, don't
Panda's
you?
right here. You can talk to him.
Girl panda's here.
Pandy.
Anyway.
Bye, Rig.
Bye-bye. Contract fulfilled. What's calling my heart is leaving my tree up all year round.
Oh.
Aaron Beth, you're a monster. Some say it could not be done, but I am proving them wrong. On January 1st, my family said it was time to let go. I refused and said we would do it on the 6th. It's a better memory for January 6th, I can tell you that much. On January 6th, they pulled out the boxes and I told them, put those away. I will not see this tree down until February. On February 1st, I added some hearts and told them it was decorated for Valentine's Day, and it would be terrible to waste such lovely decorations. Sadly, my leprechaun and four-leaf clover decorations did not trick my family in March. As I write this, I have chained myself to the tree, and I refuse to move until they sign the contract that states I can leave my tree up all year long. Don't worry, this contract is ironclad. Good for you. As I had Trace send me the name of her lawyer.
That's right.
Thanks, Trace. You were a big help. Thank you for keeping me entertained during this time, and I assure you, I will keep the dream alive for all those that want to celebrate. Christmas 365. Sincerely, not going to jingle my bell, Aaron Beth.
It's always good to see CJ, PJ, and Mass giving people ironclad contracts.
CJ, PJ, and Mass.
Yes. Yes.
So I know.
What? Episode's
what
almost
does
done.
CJ stand for?
Coney Johns, I guess.
And then PJ is pajamas?
No.
Pony Johns?
No. Perry Jackwell.
Perry Jackwell.
Yes.
Coney Johns, Perry Jackwell, and masks.
Yeah. They wear masks.
Okay, good.
That's not a person.
yeah.
They wear masks to all signings.
CJ, PJ, and mask. I love that.
God bless.
God bless.
I keep a tree up in my house all year, so good company.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You
my-
keep
in
a
my-
fake one up all year, then you
Yes.
bring the real ones in for.
That's right. In my
that.
bedroom all year.
That's really special. I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Well, okay. Thank you. We're going to be done now, and we'll be back next time with the final episode of the season
Say it ain't so, Brand.
in the series thus far.
I feel like I could do 3 or 4 more seasons.
Until then, we're the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.